like shit like depression and shit like that.
What? That's shit, man. What? I'd be depressed all the fucking time.
I'm trying to tell you, bro, but the reason a motherfucker be depressed is because what we consider as wrong. Like life is about I used to make my kids remember this shit, and now I'm having a problem recalling it. Hold on. Okay, life is your perception of value. If you feel like you do wrong every day, after a while you're gonna feel like you're the wrong version of you. If that makes any sense, you feel what I'm saying? You're going to eventually feel that way. Mm-hmm. I don't know how long it's going to take you, but you're going to eventually feel that way. Especially if you're in a relationship with a motherfucker and they feel like what you do is some wrong shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because another motherfucker is going to curse you out about you worse than you're going to do it about you. Like me, when I self-reevaluate, I get in the mirror and be like, bro, you doing this wrong, you doing that wrong. Let's figure out another way to do it. But when it comes to your significant other, a motherfucker going to tell you the truth 2 times. When they either mad or when they drunk. So, nigga, if when you drunk, I'm a piece of shit. I ain't nothing, I'm this, I'm that. If when you mad, I'm a piece of shit, I'm drunk, I'm nothing, I'm that. When we finally split, let's just say I finally become sober. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink no more, I don't smoke no more, whatever.
Right.
In my mind, guess what we had built? A wall around my motherfucking brain that tells me, hey, you make the wrong fucking decisions in life. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's cool when they try to be like, oh, your daddy did the best that he could, da-da-da-da-da. But here's the fucked up part. When our child watched us motherfucking argue, that wasn't your motherfucking argument. Your motherfucking argument is, nigga, you ain't shit, you ain't gonna be shit, you do some fucked up decisions, da-da-da-da-da.
And that's another thing, we gotta watch how we talk to each other, man. You know
that's the main fucking part.
Gotta watch how you talk to people.
Like, when it comes to relationship, the way y'all communicate is the way y'all children perceive it.
Verbal abuse and emotional abuse is just as bad as physical abuse.
It's just as fucking bad.
If not worse. Because that shit sticks on you.
Exactly. It actually is worse. Dog, listen.
It sticks to you.
Your woman can whoop your ass, black your eye, your eye will heal, and then you will never have another problem with your eye as long as she don't hit you in that bitch again. Mm-hmm. But when a motherfucker constantly tell you for years and years about the fucked up decisions that you make, even after you're done making fucked up decisions, the only thing that you can remember is fucked up decisions. So like, you know, it's fucked up. Men go through more abuse than women, and I'm kind of convinced on that shit.
Yeah,
only because,
period.
Yeah, only because a nigga might whoop your ass once a week. You gonna cuss that nigga out 3 to 4 days a week. He's been through 3 or 4 days of ass whooping. Bitch, you only took one. You know what I'm saying? And then what you can go through is probably more than likely only physical. Most of the time, when women feel like they ain't worth shit, is when you cheat on them. Versus a woman not understanding that shit, just as men, we're natural hunters. Nigga, when Jesus was alive, Jesus ain't had only one woman. I guarantee he had more than one broad. I can guarantee you that part. Because back in that day, you had to like a nice nigga. Nowadays, nice niggas get ran the fuck over. Mm-hmm. Them niggas get played. And guess who the hoes running to? The nigga that's finna slap the shit out there every time. You know what I'm saying? That's what they like. And see, that's the one thing I kind of dread about having children, because it's like, damn, you gonna have all these kids. How many of them gonna be women? Okay, now how many of them is finna go through the same shit they mama went through? Because they watched their mama go through that shit, so they gonna feel like, okay, I ain't had enough yet. He okay. He was just mad. He was just this. He was just that. She's gonna make an excuse for a motherfucker she don't know. You feel what I'm saying? Versus a motherfucker who made her and he telling you, you better than this.
I can see it.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is, that's a wild ass statement in itself.
Yeah, that's a hard one, man. You know, especially
that's an oxymoron.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how to feel about it.
No, me neither. I mean,
so like,
I mean, when I deal with my children, I deal with nothing but love. You know what I mean? I don't verbally abuse my children. I don't whoop my children at all. Never have. You know what I mean? Don't believe in it. I don't do it. You know what I mean? I don't talk down on them, and I don't criticize them. You know what I mean? You know, when we conversate, it's all about love. I correct them when they're wrong. You know what I mean? I might raise my voice. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But as far as verbally abusing their ass or putting my hands on that, that's just something I just don't do it. You know what I mean?
You definitely a little bit different from me because I'm whooping my kids' ass off the dribble.
I can't do it. Like I said, I mean, my dad used to beat the shit out of me. I'm talking about, and I hated the nigga for it. You know what I mean? I still hate my dad. I mean, I got nothing but love for my father. But I mean, for the way he used to beat the shit out of me and the rest of my brothers and sisters and my mother and everybody, man.
Yeah, I have never seen my dad put my hands on my mom. I've seen my dad mad, but I've never seen him really mad at me. Anytime he's ever been mad at me, most of the time he cussed me out. My dad only whooped me one time in my life, but that's all he had to do. Nigga, I've never tried my dad like on some funny shit, fly shit, none of that. Like, I'm good. But see, here's the thing. I've never tried my mother like that. So it wasn't like I showed more respect to my father than I did to my mother. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I've never disrespected none of them. Mm-hmm. But I will correct their ass when I feel like they wrong. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Whether it's my dad, my mom, however that situation worked. But I still didn't, I've always showed a level, like a level of respect. So let me ask you this. When it comes to having a significant other, how do you, like, grade that upon your children? Because some people be like, nah, my daughter can't have a boyfriend, but my son can do what the fuck he want to do. How do you differentiate with that? Because me, I'm that person, I'm an advocate parent. So to me, none of y'all should have, like, no significant other. Like, my son may come home and be like, Dad, I got a girlfriend. No, the fuck you don't.
Oh, man, yeah.
Because I can understand how the fuck her dad could possibly feel. No, the fuck you don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's about the child's maturity, for one. You know what I mean? Our trust level. You know what I mean? Like I say, mine is still young, so I ain't got that far yet. But, I mean, you know,
yeah,
I mean, everybody's going to want to date. 14, 15, 16, I could, you know what I mean? I can't be mad at you for wanting to date. But it's it's going to be highly supervised, you know what I mean? And, you know,
I wasn't highly supervised when I was 14 to 15. I was doing some stupid shit.
Yeah, I mean.
Because I was going to the regular house parties where the parents would be there. But as soon as they ass duck off, I'm trying to get some stupid shit immediately. Like, I'm not even wasting no time.
I mean, yeah, we all, man, you're not going to be able to watch everything your child do. You know what I mean? But, I wanted to be an open lane. You can always talk to me about anything. You can come to me about anything. You know what I mean? And I want to be complete trust because I don't want you to lie to me, you know what I mean, about nothing. You know what I mean? If you feel like you need to have sex or you slipped up and did have sex, motherfucker, you need to tell me about this. You know what I'm saying? That's something. Mm-hmm. It's always something we can talk about without no fear of me kicking your ass. I shouldn't have to. You know what I mean? It should definitely be something we can talk about. You know what I mean? If it happened more than, you know what I mean? You know, if it's getting out of hand, then I might have to kick your ass. You know what I mean? But I wanted to be able to be at a place where we could at least conversate about this thing and tell you the wrongs, the right, the pros, and the cons from doing this shit. You know what I mean? You know, and that's just how I look at it. You know, and that's a bridge that I had to cross when I get there. You know.
See, I'm trying to prepare myself for the motherfucking bridge. I'm gonna build the bridge my motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's just how I figured I'd build it in my head because I'm actually over the actual curse that was based upon me. See, my dad has always been a person I can go and talk to. But my problem with my dad was I couldn't always call him. I had to wait till he called me. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Because my dad was normally locked the fuck up.
Right.
Okay, I normally get locked up, but I don't stay locked up. So now I'm building the bridge that you can automatically and fucking come here and then I'd already be here.
Right.
And then I'm completing the bridge by I always got somewhere for you to lay your head at. If something go wrong with you and your mom, despite the fact of whatever the fuck me and her going through, nigga, y'all always good. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome at Pop's house.
Exactly. So like when it boils down to it, to me, like I said, my standpoint is I'm gonna keep y'all even. I don't want to make it seem like I'm a lean more your way, not lean more your way. I want you to know that this shit here is mutual. I don't want neither one of my children to date until they are about 30, because you're not mature until you get to that age.
I mean, but and which is
you still a child until you hit 25.
You know,
you're not gonna start making smart fucking decisions until you hit 25. And by the time you're 30, you don't learn something.
My thing is they're gonna do
don't
it
fuck nobody else life up.
They're gonna do it regardless. So I wanted to be supervised. You know what I mean? I don't want to be. I don't want you sneaking out of my house to go do something and doing something down the street that you could come to my house and do. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna have this boyfriend, you're gonna have this girl. Well, y'all come over here. We'll sit down and watch TV. Y'all sit in the living room and we'll do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'd rather you be at my house under my supervision, because I don't know what's going on over there at old little buddy house or at old girl house. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what fuck type party they got going on, but I know over here I can keep a watch on things. You know what I'm saying? I can, you know what I mean?
Facts.
I can at least do it how I see fit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, and you know what I mean? And hopefully I can reach this little dude, you know what I mean? I like to be a part of it. That's your boyfriend here. That's my dog. You know what I mean? If that's, you know what I mean? I kick it with you like, you know what I mean? On some father type shit. So, you know what I mean? Hope it be, I can't wait to get to stuff like that. You know what I mean? We can all go out. Let's go out. You know what I mean?
I can wait, because I'm going to react.
But I mean, I know, I feel like I'm going to do a good job with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
shit, at least you confident about it.
Yeah.
I can fucking attest to you. Yeah. I'm going to fucking overreact.
Yeah. Oh yeah, especially about my daughter. But you know, ain't no touchy feely, none of that. You know.
You got to think about this, right? Just us as people, we have a lot of shit that we have to deal with. It's not just depression. It's not just other people. What if your child is addicted to a certain type of drug? Oh, now I gotta explain to you how to deal with your addiction, because an addiction has a contradiction. You might motherfucking pop perks all day, but then you can't stop shaking every time you sober. So now, you know what I'm saying? Everything is an oxymoron. Everything is a catch-22. Like, the only thing I haven't figured out, which I'm damn near to the point to where I can figure it out, but I still can't figure it out because I haven't overcame it my damn self. Right. But it's like, damn, how do I explain to you about, like, what is a fetish? What is an addiction? They're the same thing. Excuse me. The only thing that's different between humans and angels is that we actually have a fetish. An angel will do some shit and they just doing it because they're an angel. They don't really have shit else to do. But as a human, you have a choice to indulge in what the fuck you like, and you know that shit is wrong. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? So that's probably like the hardest part to me about being a parent, because now I gotta sit here and literally explain to a motherfucker how to act and how not to act, how to conduct themselves and how not to conduct themselves upon certain individuals. Right. Like me, I always tell my children, you ain't got no damn friend. Like, friends are the worst. Exactly. Friends are the worst motherfucking word you could think of. I'd rather have 100 enemies and only have one friend than to have 10 friends and 1,000 enemies. Reason being is because friends is the one who put peer pressure on the shit. You feel what I'm saying? You might be the only square in the clique. Bro, I don't drink, I don't smoke. But everybody else in your crew smoke. All them niggas gonna call you lame. They not gonna promote you to be like, yeah, you the designated driver. Yeah. Nah, nigga, hit that blunt.
That's the one,
man, right? Hit that line right quick. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, but like I say, that's just opinion, because there's a lot of people out here that don't smoke, that don't drink, that don't indulge in
but they don't hang with each other.
No, but I mean,
see what I'm saying?
But you can't. I mean, you choose. I mean, like you say, you got free will. I mean, if that ain't, you know what I mean, you got to be strong enough. You know what I mean? If that ain't what you about, don't be around that silly ass shit.
But see, you have to forewarn them of what the fuck type of road they're gonna hit before they get there, because otherwise peer pressure will kick in.
Yeah, you gotta explain that, and I feel like my children. I mean, cause like I say, I come with common shit. Like I say, I wasn't no dummy growing up. You know what I mean? I definitely come from a smart batch of people. You know what I mean? And I can just tell by how our kids carry themselves now that they got common sense and they smart. You know what I mean? So I feel like everybody makes good decisions, everybody makes bad decisions. You know, which ones you make more or less, you know, that just comes with life. You know what I mean? And just like I say, trial and error. You know, but some people do things, some people can do shit. Okay, let's just say like, boom, while we was in school, you got your class clown, you got the athlete, you got some people that never even talk, you got some people that ain't had no friends, you know what I mean? But you know, you ain't just gonna fall in the line. Like everybody don't get that. I know when I was in school, I wasn't the most popular ass nigga. You know what I mean? I had my little crew over, I had people I fuck with, but you know, I didn't have to be around a lot of people that I chose to be around. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
You know, I did that trying to follow a wave. You know what I mean? Like I said, I went through a traumatic experience. Like I said, my brothers that got killed, you know what I mean? That shit just fucked me all up. You know what I mean? That's when I really want to start being bad. You know what I mean? I ain't care about doing good no more. Like I say, the way I was raised, you know what I mean? We go to church all the damn time, all that shit. But you know what I mean? Once I seen them niggas get killed, I'm like, what's the point in being good? You know what I mean? When you fucking get murdered, you know what I mean?
Right. You could be at the wrong place at the wrong time and just and ain't got shit to do with the situation.
Ain't got shit to do with it. So that shit scarred the fuck out of me. You know what I mean? So, you know, I made it a point to sell dope. I made it a point.
He like, fuck it, nigga, this is what we doing.
Bro, I made it a point to get knee deep in the street. You know what I mean? I made it a point to be able to drink all I could drink.
And you know what's funny? That might be the only thing keeping you alive because some of them square niggas, they would have never seen it coming. And I'm talking about them niggas is a deer with fucking headlights. Like, oh shit, what is that?
Right.
Bad shit coming to you. Oh well, shit, I don't know what that look like.
Yeah, well,
boom, your ass and got hit.
Got ran over. Like I say, so I mean, so I was always street smart and book smart. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I said, 9 times out of 10, you catch me watching History Channel or some shit. You know what I mean? National Geographics or some shit, bro.
Yeah, facts. I was an advocate for that shit.
Like I said, Derek Grace. You know what I'm saying? I like to watch niggas I can learn from entrepreneurs. I'm big on entrepreneurship. You know what I mean? David Sands is another nigga I watch, bro. I love that dude, bro.
See, here's the problem with that. We can only catch those type of niggas on the internet. Those type of niggas don't be in the hood. We need them type of niggas running the hood and let all these hood niggas get on the internet. It would change life.
And that's where niggas like us come in. You see what I'm saying? We got to build this shit. We can't, you know what I mean? We got to create. Yeah. You know what I mean? We got to create that lane.
We got to create that lane.
We got to create that lane. You know what I mean?
Shit, that's damn near the hardest part.
Yeah.
Because you know what's funny? We don't get the same likes and the same views as the rest of the niggas because niggas love. Niggas love negativity. Niggas wanna like.
It's a lot of people out here that like positivity though. You know, that's just what the media promotes. You know what I mean? That's
promoted to the masses.
That's just what's promoted to man. It's school. It's kids that don't want to be involved. It's kids that don't want to game. You think a lot of people, everybody that game bang ain't no game banger to their heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Everybody that living that life don't want to live that goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? I know niggas that sell dope and read the Bible at the same damn time. You know what I mean? I know niggas that preach to you.
Boy, them niggas kill me.
You know what I mean?
That sound like what they call it, jailhouse preaching.
Bro, I'm telling you.
This nigga in here for selling dope and shooting a nigga, and this nigga doing prayer call every night.
This nigga got the worst record, worst history, and he got a life sentence.
He in this bitch praying every day. That shit crazy. Then get back on the street and do that same shit and don't never pray no more.
You know what I'm saying? So
I can't tell you. Well, I'm talking about that's damn near 99% of the niggas in the world. I'm talking them niggas. I know niggas right now. Gang bang, go to prayer call every night. Soon as they get the fuck out, oh nigga, we back on all the fuck shit.
And it come out of it's habit, bro. Once you get in a habitual state of doing something repetitious, it just flow naturally.
That's a very great statement.
It flow naturally, bro.
We need to figure out what makes you a habitual, and then you start being habitual to different shit. Yeah. That's called a fetish. You're going to be a habitual to something. We got to start being habitual on other shit. That's a fact, man.
Yeah, habitual to working out, habitual to eating good, habitual to treating yourself right.
Come on, man. I need that type of habitual shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a motherfucking career criminal. I don't need to be a habitual offender. I need to be a habitual working out. I need to be a habitual pushing up nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I need to be a habitual shit. We finna eat fruit instead of motherfucking chicken every goddamn day.
Right.
So yeah, we gotta change up our patterns. You know what I mean? And one day,
it's like Pac said in that song, man, we gotta change the way we live.
We gotta change the way we eat. We gotta change the way we treat
each other.
Man, listen, that nigga was kicking some flavor so hard.
Bro, I'm telling you, Pop was gonna change the world, bro.
They had to lead it to, we're gonna promote nothing but negativity. Because if you would have let this nigga ride,
man, they would let that nigga
for
ride
another 10 more years,
well, it'd have been
fucking over with.
Changed the world, and they couldn't have that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I love that dude. Miss that dude, man, for real.
Facts. Man, fuck that. We finna play some pop right now, man. We're gonna talk to y'all ass in a minute, man. We gotta play some pop right now, man. And this nigga, and he died 30 years before all this shit really came about.
Man, he said it, bro. He predicted this shit, bro. He predicted this shit.
That's fucking crazy, man.
You know, he was talking that shit 96, early 90s.
Early 90s, like, really like 94, really like 92. By the time he done went to prison, got out of jail, like 95, he was just
at the age of 25, he
That's what I'm saying. Bruh, listen, he had nigga at 25, he was wearing suits. I can't tell you 10 niggas at 25 right now I know personally that'll put on a motherfucking suit.
I never owned a suit in my life.
Cause I
can't tie a tie, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh hell no, I can tie ties. I got my 17 suits upstairs. I just don't ever put them shits on because I'm always promoting my clothing brand. But yeah, man, we gotta change.
Mama bury me with my street clothes on. Yeah.
We gotta change what we eat. We gotta change the way we live. We gotta change the way we treat each other.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Boy, we're gonna start with them three right there. Yeah. And we can get those three taken care of.
We can change the world.
We can change the motherfucking world. Change the way we eat, change the way we live, and let's change the way we treat each other. Well, y'all niggas take that one.